नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahants, Tanidar Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now, Twitter and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Paramashiva's message directly from Sri Kailasa. Listen. Knowing the Nitya component of you will make you understand you manifested, maintaining, rejuvenating means destroying, putting in delusion or pulling out of delusions means playing with the delusion and liberation. You are doing all these 5 for your life. If you understand what is the Nitya component in you, what do you really want? And what is it really you cognize as you? Understand? As long as you cognize your body and then go on trying to be finding some solution for your death fear, is like trying to do some touch up and make up for the skin. It will not even be skin deep. Listen. If you are cognizing your body and then trying to find the solution for fear of death or death fear, is absolute stupidity. That is where me and the New Age gurus differ clearly. I am very clear. Your cognition need to be shifted, changed. And it is very easy. That's a good news I have. Because your cognitions are your cognitions. It is your properties. You can easily dispose, alter, change anything which you can easily dispose, alter, change only can be called, and that only will be called as property. Understand? The cognition you carry matters. As long as you carry the cognition you are a body, you will be working within the frame, within the rules and the framework of physics and the physical existence. When you start feeling you are a presence using your body, simply, not only there will not be death fear, the death fear, fear of death will become irrelevant problem. I tell you, I am here to make your problems irrelevant. That is why NRIs like me. See, it's like if you are sitting inside India and trying to solve your problems, saying, oh, there is no justice, there is so much of difficulty, complications, there is so much of mismanagement, corruption everywhere. What can I do? That is trying to solve the problem. Suddenly you are given a green card and passport to US and you go and settle down there. All the problems become irrelevant. Of course, the problems in new country, new place will be there. That is different. But the old problems become irrelevant. Understand? Making your old problems continuously irrelevant by evolving next zones. I have only given the example of US and India. Don't try to compare everything and don't try to create any complication or confusion out of this example. It's just an example. புலி மாதிரின்னு சொன்னா வீரமானவர்னு அர்த்தம். அதுக்காக புலி மாதிரி சட்டி தலையும் வாலும் இருக்கான்னு கேட்கப்படாது. If I say somebody is like a tiger, you should only understand he is courageous, powerful like tiger. You should not ask, oh, he has a face like a tiger and a tail like a tiger. The lines on the strip on the skin. Understand only for the reason I am comparing. Understand the comparison. Now listen to this truth. Making your problems irrelevant is Nityananda's style. Solving is not my style. Making them irrelevant is my style. Yesterday I was talking about a very important subject. Constantly talking to Paramashiva. If you start doing, knowingly or unknowingly, all your incompletion with persons, places, life itself will start melting down because you know everything is Paramashiva and you are constantly talking to him. I tell you, when you are constantly talking to him, he oozes out so much of love, care, compassion, grace. You start existing, kind of Upanishad, there is a beautiful verse. Yahoo, 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 ya. Ahamannam, 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 ahamannato haggu, ahamannataha. It's a ecstasy, joy of rishis manifesting. When the problems of this world becomes irrelevant, you start enjoying the peak powerfulness. The peak powerfulness. Nothing in your life is relevant to your Nitya core existence, because still whatever you know as your Nitya is Mithya, delusion. Listen, as and now whatever you know as your Nitya, including your idea of Paramashiva, is Mithya. When the real Paramashiva happens, you will literally see actually everything related to your existence other than the Paramashiva becomes irrelevant. I am not talking religion, be very clear. Everyone thinks I am talking religion, means I am talking about some subject which will solve your problems taking 25 years. No, I don't take your life. I don't take your time to solve the issue. This is the most easiest, immediate solution. All this New Age Guru solution, that's skin polishing or skin deep level, that only takes ages, years. Finally, you realize you bought brass, copper, paying the rate of gold. Stupidopathy only can help you. Understand. Listen carefully. Nothing in your existence is relevant because what you consider as Nitya is Mithya, delusion. Muktikopanishad beautifully details about Mithya. Saprayojanata tesham swapni vipradipatyate tasmat adyantava tena mityaiva kalute smruta. The utility of the object seen in the waking state is contradicted by the dream state. Objects have to be regarded as mithya since they have beginning and an end. Understand? The cognition you carry inside, if that is consciously chosen, the kind of the power you manifest, the energy you manifest, unimaginable. Unimaginable. I am going on and on and on. Awakening the absolute Nirguna, Niranjana, Nirabhasa, Nirvigalpa, Paramashiva Tattva, which is beyond Tattva. It's a living existence, Paramashiva. I am constantly invoking that in you. The moment you start cognizing that as the core component of Nitya in you, tons of problems become irrelevant. Tons becomes irrelevant. Especially when you start talking to Paramashiva day in and day out. Day in and day out, start talking to Paramashiva. It will bring so much completion. I tell you, the inner Guru, Paramashiva, will appear in you as inner Guru, Atma Guru. Constantly inspire you and guide you. The outer Guru who appears in the physical form, he inspires and awakens your inner Guru. Many times. Why many times? I will tell you, every day, what you hear from inner Guru, I will repeat that exactly in the satsang. What I repeat here in the satsang, you will hear exactly that from your inner Guru. This is life and lifestyle. This is life and lifestyle. Miracles are lifestyle for Nityananda's disciples. And I also tell you, constantly talking to Paramashiva will build a very sweet, intimate relationship with Paramashiva. And above all, not only all your problems will become irrelevant, you will understand the drama, game of how you decide to play with the delusion, the other side. And you decide to liberate yourself from delusion once you feel it is too much heat. I tell you. Delusion is all about you destroying yourself. Delusion is all about you consciously deciding to destroy yourself. Nothing else. I have seen people falling into delusion. When they fall into delusion, they take me for granted and then they think they are more valuable component, nitya, in their life than me. Then I tell them, okay, do what you want, live as you want. When their delusion has cheated them thoroughly, they wake up at one point that their delusion has cheated them absolutely. They bought something thinking as gold, paying the price of the gold, but finally they realized they got absolutely cheated. Not only it is not gold, it is not even copper gold coated. It's a pitala, brass gold coated. And they run and come back. I think, Swamiji, I should have had little patience before deciding. Listen. The delusion is your conscious decision to destroy yourself. And you can see how you play the side of the delusion. Once you get burnt, you simply want to move out of the delusion. All this you can see very clearly in front of your eyes once you start talking to Paramashiva intensely. When you start talking to Paramashiva, you will understand how you manifested your reality, you are maintaining your reality, you are destroying many things in your reality, and you are putting yourself in delusion, and you have to pull yourself out of delusion, and you are only liberating yourself. The whole drama. You will understand you are Paramashiva for yourself. You are Paramashiva for yourself. This whole Sri Kailasa, my effort, this Kailasa effort, is just to make you understand you are Paramashiva for yourself. It is just to make you cognize you are Paramashiva for yourself. See, I am trying to create the ecosystem where thousands of you will start understanding these truths I am teaching and practicing. For example, Los Angeles, San Jose, Toronto, Vancouver, Seattle, Ohio. I want hundreds of families to settle down around the temple. Houston. Not as commune, but as community. Not gated community. No exclusivity. Just like regular US citizens, as part of them, I don't want to say that only our people should be there all around the temple. No. Like lot of devotees have moved their houses around LA temple. Within the 10-mile radius of LA temple, too many of our devotees have moved. Like that, in the temple area, in that city, in 10-20 miles radius, at least few hundred devotees, few thousand Ananda Samajis settling down. Temple becomes ecosystem where day in and day out power manifestation science is taught. I want full-time volunteers to settle down. I am deciding want to give this spiritual instruction. Take this as a spiritual guidance and instruction. All the temples all over the world start having all the devotees, disciples settling down around the temple, not as commune. Be very clear. I don't want to say only our devotees should be like a buy the land, build the home. No, no, no. Temple will be there. In that city, all of you settle down. Take this one thing as a fundamental. Every day come to temple, attend the satsang. Coming to temple once and attending the satsang should be the lifestyle. Settle down in that distance. Understand? Attending satsang from your home is different. Coming to the local temple and attending the satsang is 1,000 times greater. Because whatever is said and done, the energy radiated by deities, the linga. See, in your home, only Guru will be there. If you come to temple, Guru, Linga, Sangha, all three will be there. So nothing like having Guru, Linga, Sangha. All the three. So temple awakens a kind of a powerfulness and intensity and depth. These 5 should be available in all temples. 1. All the major deities of Hindu Sampradayas, starting with Ganapati, Shiva, Devi, Subramanya, Vishnu, Navagrahas, and each god's different incarnations, like a Vishnu. You should have at least Rama and Krishna. The pantheon of Hindu deities. Understand? And I am making this very clear. All my temple, the deities should be worshipped, maintained by devotees. Understand? You touching the deity, maintaining, cooking food, offering nevedyam, doing abhishekam, something happens to you inside. Paramashiva starts manifesting inside you. I am not saying our ancient tradition of having the priests and running the temple is wrong. No. I am absolutely for it. Even if I appoint priests for our temples in future, I will be more happy if devotees directly relate with the deities. They touch, do abhishekam, men, women, both. All community, all gender. Our temples do not discriminate based on gender, race, community, caste, no. It is just qualification. Anyone can come and do Abhishekam, touch the deity. If you are initiated, that's all we ask. Take initiation, maintain vegetarian lifestyle. Even if we get priests in the future, maybe I will let the priest do the Abhishekam one column, one time puja, and open the another one column puja for devotees and disciples. That is my vision, I tell you. When you touch the deities and do puja, abhishekam, alankaram, maintain, Paramashiva grows inside you. He manifests more and more inside you. The Guru Linga Sangha starts happening inside you. This is what my vision of Kailasa. I want every US city to have one Kailasa. Every US city to have one Kailasa. Especially if there are more than 10,000 Hindus. I should use the word Hindus because unfortunately we are looking at only Indians as Hindus. We forget the Hindus from South Africa, Hindus from Mauritius, Hindus from Fiji, Hindus from other parts of the world. Hindus from Nepal, Hindus from Pakistan, Hindus from Bangladesh, Hindus from Sri Lanka. We don't even remember them. Hindus from Malaysia. So our temple should be Hindus-centric, not Indian-centric, Hindu-centric. Anyone who is initiated can start practicing. Our temple should be more a place where practicing is done. Powerful practicing is done. Understand? Large number of people should be benefited by the power manifestation signs. Every day, power manifestation should go on in all our temples all over the world. Understand, the first component is all the deities of Hindu Sampradaya should be there, which will be maintained by devotees from any race, caste, community, anyone who takes initiation to live Hinduism can touch and worship the deities, maintain the deities, involve in the deities. And I wanted to tell you, especially the deities we make are given birth properly as per Agama. So they become Archavatara. We are masters in this field. We know why we do what we do thoroughly. That is the uniqueness of Kailasa. Nityananda's Hindu temples, Paramashiva temples, Paramashivalayas, large size Hindu deities of all sampradaya. That's the first thing in all our Kailasas. Second thing, understand? Every day, power manifestation science should be taught by committed celibate sannyasis. Anybody who wants to commit and take this sannyas life can start gathering in the localities of our temples. And start staying, start practicing. We will call them as apat sannyasis or even krama brahmacharis. It is like an under training. They take it up, they commit, they can be there as long as they want to continue in that path. Understand? I am announcing some of the new most important spiritual policies. Kailasa should have deities first. Second, large number of sannyasis. Krama. Krama brahmacharis who want to take up this lifestyle and maintain the temple, maintain the Kailasa ecosystem, who start manifesting powers, teaching, guiding people into manifesting powers, making people understand the importance of enlightenment and introducing Hinduism. Understand? The whole ecosystem necessary for this, we should start focusing and manifesting it in every city where at least 10,000 Hindus are living. And a large library. Still Hinduism is in books. It has not yet come to the digital world. Still Hinduism is living in books, especially in home libraries. Still, we have not left the habit of reading books and learning Hinduism. So, as long as that reading books and learning Hinduism is there for Hindus, we should keep a huge library. Digitizing we will continue to do, but the huge library, physical library, is required. Library with the ambience maintained by the Barnes and Noble. how they have a very happy ambience for people to hang out, read. You can sip a cup of coffee and hang out with your friends. That kind of an ambience, library. And if possible, a large Goshala and Annalaya. Actually, all of them are interconnected. Temple, Adinam, where the sannyasis start living and teaching, growing together, and Goshala and Annalaya, where the organically cows are maintained, food is grown and shared freely. Never in our temples food can be sold. No. It should be absolute free. Large level of Goshala and Annalaya. Temple with large size deities, power manifestation, science, and enlightenment science taught by committed large number of sannyasis day in and day out. A large size Goshala and Annalaya. Large size library with ambience similar to Bonson and Noble. Fifth, last but not least, at least few thousand families of devotees settled around the temple. This is a complete Kailasa ecosystem. So, anybody comes there, whether 7-year-old kid or 70-year-old man, he is given everything related to Hinduism. And Hinduism becomes just such a happy living lifestyle. It's literally like I am reproducing whatever I was visualizing and manifesting in multiple places of our Sangha. N pregnancy to Antyeshti. Everything, all the kriyas. With the knowledge should be done. With the absolute Veda agamic knowledge. From N pregnancy to graceful exit. Everything should be done. These ecosystems all over the world will keep this whole enlightenment science alive. Sri Kailasa alive. Everywhere, the local temples ashrams, adhinams, universities, goshalas should start expanding and start adopting the best practices of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Should start evolving more and more local governing bodies. Local governing bodies. Understand, end of the day, life is all about making the world better place. Thousands and thousands of people should be inspired and enlightened. Constantly, thousands being inspired and enlightened. Helping, evolving, living, guiding, radiating the state, space, powers, superconsciousness of Paramashiva. Being who expresses his visions tirelessly till it becomes reality is called visionary. Visionary is a being, never gets tired, goes on expressing his vision, inspiring, holding on to his vision and making it into a reality is visionary. Temples, ashrams, organizations, all this stands not on properties but on the intensity and the powerfulness of devotees. All this does not stand on properties but stands on intensity and powerfulness of devotees. This is exactly the way the Maha Kailasa, where Paramashiva resides, should start manifesting in this planet Earth as Sri Kailasa everywhere. I'll connect all of us with by the grace of Paramashiva, through the grace of Paramashiva, with the grace of Paramashiva. I'll connect all of us to Paramashiva and Maha Kailasa, so he can manifest Maha Kailasa in all of us and everywhere we are living. So, let's start the process. Please sit straight. And now, take the Atmalinga and keep it in your hand. Chant the Mahavagya intensely. With the grace of Paramashiva, I'll connect all of you to Paramashiva and to Sri Kailasa. Shiva. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम्. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, living and radiating the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, Sri Kailasa of Paramasheva. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.